Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here, co-founder of MDC Trading Academy. Today's pre-market forecast for Monday, November the 2nd, the day before the elections. Let's look at our news items for this coming week. As you see today, we're starting at 11 a.m. with ISM manufacturing, of course. Tomorrow, all day long. Obviously, we have the presidential elections. Unemployment claims, FOMC statement, federal funds rate. This is going to be a very busy week with reports, but more importantly than that, guys, we have to remember that today and tomorrow are the close of the election in reference to voting, and we don't know whether a president's going to be nominated tomorrow or it's going to protract longer based on issues of voting and counting and so on and so forth. So this type of information does tend to move the market. So you have to be very careful with these kinds of markets. Don't be surprised if we get a little light volume today and tomorrow, at least towards the end of the afternoon. It might get a little lighter. You just got to be careful. You don't know which way this market is going to go based on either who's going to win, who's going to lose, or whatever's going to happen. These are not really good days to trade, so be very, 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 very careful. As long as you place your stops, wherever you're going to trade them, just remember your stops. Here's our daily chart for the day. Remember, we had the huge down bar here on Wednesday. We had 2 positive days in a row, including today so far. It seems to be holding. Remember, we had this huge swing to the downside. Eventually, the market remade it back up on Friday, ended up with the doji, and today seems to be closing above. So right here, we're still at the 38, between 38 and 50% retracement of this run from here that we have measured. Maybe we just consolidate a little bit between these two areas, but the spike in volume has been very impressive. 1.6 million is our average, and our ATR. Average range continues to go up. Right now it's found at 67. So let's look at our plan for today as we go to another one of our time frames. Here, as you can see here, again, remember, on Friday we identified this clear expansion, very clear expansion. We spoke about waiting for the market to return to a particular range in order to start. You wanted the market to find a range, and this is, we took this top of this bottom as the logical tops and bottoms, and the market did remain there quite a bit till about 10 o'clock in the morning, and eventually we were saying it needs to find a direction, and sure enough it did. It went to the downside, and as you notice, we had our support level already determined here. We already had our support level determined here, so we did have some good movement to the downside within that scope of time. Notice how the market did consolidate between these two areas, eventually broke above it, and now we're above both resistance areas. This, which used to be support, became resistance. This used to be support, became this resistance, now is becoming support. We have a lot of room to move to the upside. Obviously, our first target would be somewhere right around here. Let's see if this market flattens out in reference to these expansions, because here it stopped expanding. You notice that? Here it actually stopped expanding. Here it stopped expanding and it went flat at support. We're looking for a flatness here as well, and then hopefully a pop in either direction, to the upside or to the down. So that's what we're looking for. I am not going to be trading this market. I'm going to just be straight with you. I've been down this road way too many times. These are not markets that are easy to trade because of that very same thing. Markets tend to be way too volatile without any rhyme or reason. And it's tough to basically trade those markets. Here's our next time frame here. Here's the intraday low of Friday, the magenta, the intraday high, the sign. If you notice, we had a clear compression here. Ascending triangle, market clearly breaks above the area, and now it's trying to find some support in order to go to the next level. As far as the next levels to the upside, here's our next levels to the upside, as we have a potential area up here, and obviously we do have our intraday high low as our support. So that's where the market finds itself right now. Wait for retracements, start looking up. Any break below this line here, hold on to your hats, okay? And if we break above this line up here, it may initially heads up there as gangbusters, but eventually should slow up just a bit. Remember, we go up the stairs and down an elevator, okay, when it goes to the market moving up or down. So take care today, be careful, and take a break from this election. It's been a long process, the last 6, 7, 8 months with this election. Hopefully this thing will be settled tomorrow so we can just move on with our lives. Take care and have a great trading session.